let your kids go on rabbit trails. It is so hard if you're very much a check the box type of planner,
Yeah.
but build in that time to allow them to do that, because more than often, those rabbit trails are going to lead to where their career is going to go.
Yeah.
And what God has really given them a gift in and a passion to pursue.
Right.
And if we're always moving them back to the curriculum and what we want them to learn, we're going to miss those opportunities a lot of the time.
Yeah. So how do you fill in the gaps then with the curriculum that is necessary? You know, a lot of parents live in states where they have required subjects and, you know, even extracurricular activities, things like that are required for graduation. We still want to get these kids to graduation because many of these kids will go on to college or university. How do you fill in those gaps for those subjects and those pieces of their education that they're just not created to do? What do you do there?
Well, I'll give an example of my middle child, who was definitely an out of the box learner. And we actually had a discussion about midway through high school because we were butting heads so badly. And I said, fine. You either need to do a set curriculum or you're going to tell me how you're going to do all of the subjects that Texas requires. Because we live in the state of Texas, there are required subjects. And I said, it's up to you. At 16, you either tell me how these are going to be fulfilled by what you want to do, or you're doing something out of a box. And he was so motivated that he figured out how to do it.
Okay.
I mean, he did English. He decided that his friends overseas were writing papers for their colleges, and they needed to write them in English. So he was going to correct their English for them.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, because he's such a social person, that made more sense to him than writing a paper. He also did a podcast with his friend. They wrote out all the questions and their conversation ahead of time too. So he did some more writing of his own, that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did recoloring of movie videos and just a variety of different things. He built even math into his computer building project by building a program that tracked the prices of all the parts so that he could buy them at the lowest price.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, okay, that is math that makes sense for him.
Right.
Because we tried algebra and
just wasn't for him.
No, it wasn't for me to teach him either.
Right.
It was going to end the
relationship. It's not for me to teach my kids either.
So, but yeah, but then, it's with each kid, it's different, because with my oldest at age 17, we were doing calculus at home.
Yeah.
Because that is what he did well at. Reading, on the other hand, was something he really struggled in.
Yeah.
And so it's with each kid. And so you don't have this standard transcript.
Right.
But just praying a lot. Where does God have peace? I mean, my oldest told me he wanted to go to welding school. And I thought, he doesn't need calculus. But God told me he needed calculus. I said, okay, well, we're doing calculus this year. And he didn't mind it. And lo and behold, he comes home from welding school and says, Mom, I don't think I want to be a welder. God is telling me I need to go to college to be an engineer.
Wow.
Okay, well, thank you.
And now you have calculus under your belt, so
yes, exactly.
Moving on
so
as
he
an
was
engineer.
His transcript was completely ready to make that transition because God knew.
Yes. Yeah,
I didn't have to know. I just did what was in front of me.
Yeah.
And that's so important. Just follow that piece where God leads you, and it's never going to steer you wrong.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.